talk about what's his name again? This is the first time I'm pausing.
Osimhen.
Osimhen. Osimhen.
Yeah, it's leading
Okay.
2-0.
So straight up, I'm gonna tell you, in my view, Osimhen is top 5.
No, Osimhen, as at first half, Osimhen was not in the game. I don't know if he's playing
Okay,
now.
let's move on. Let's talk about the show. So I don't know what's going on. So let's talk about our next second half. So we're talking about Osimhen. Osimhen, to me, is one of the top 5 strikers in the world.
If guy is not taking, if not for Salah, that guy would have won the African Football of the Year again.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
If not
my take on the view is that, so let's start off from the bottom. Kunle, how would you rank him as a number 9? Not as a striker, as a number 9. How would you rank him?
As a number 9? Yeah. My as a number 9, he's probably potentially one of the best number 9s around for his style of play. But what I want to see from him that pulls him down, but does not tell me he's weak, is that because he's only played in his best leagues have been the Italian league and the Turkish league, and the Italian league is a bit slow. We've seen players like Xerxes shine in the Italian league and struggle in the Premier League. So I would like to see him step up to either the Premier League or which other league is competing up there? I guess Italy is one of the best leagues in the world.
Oh yeah, he did go to Italy.
Very slow. But they play a very slow form of football, and they
play defensively, and he still scored 30 goals or 26 goals in Italy. That's good. Yeah.
Yes, I think that if he goes to Barcelona or Madrid and he shows his qualities there, because then he'd have an opportunity to play in the Champions League, and we can show how effective he is. But from his internationals, the way he plays, he carries teams. Nigeria does not have a good structure. And with the bad structure that we have, he still manages to find goals. He's like a Ronaldo-type player in the sense that even if you don't give him the ball, Ronaldo gets the ball by shouting at people to give him the ball. Osimhen actually gets into positions, and if you block him from scoring, he just turns into like a number 10 and starts distributing assists all over the place.
Yeah, it's close.
So sometimes you might even prefer him not to even be the point man, because when he starts distributing to all sorts of people, he can cause so much havoc without scoring a single goal. That's why I like him.
Yeah, he's like Kane. I still think Kane is better. I think Kane is better than him. He's the same as Kane. He's even faster than Kane. But the problem is that he hasn't played long enough. So I'm saying Kane is slightly better than him, and that Kane is a little bit more accurate as a shooter. That's the only difference. Kane has better accuracy as a shooter and better accuracy as a passer, but he's in the same vein as Kane. And I think it's just that he doesn't have that experience. Kane has played in England. He's played in Germany. He's played in competition. So to me, Osimhen has more talent than Kane. It's just that he's still too young. Same thing with Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski at his prime was better than these guys. And Lewandowski may still be a little bit better than Osimhen only because he's more polished. But those guys are old. When you take those two guys away, all you have left is Haaland. Then you have that guy, what's his name? Gyökeres. Then you have you have the other guy, like Lautaro, and who else is coming
Martinez.
Up? So these are the upcoming, but to me, he's just as good as all of them.
Haaland.
He's also quick.
Right now, he's better than Haaland.
Kane doesn't have the pace that Osimhen has. Neither does Lewandowski.
That's what I'm saying, but I think the thing about Harry Kane, though, is that he has a higher, strangely enough, his passing is a little bit more polished, and his finishing is a little bit more polished. You get my point?
Yeah. One thing people say about Osimhen.
Osimhen is also good in the air, he's good on his right, he's good on his left. But his
what were you going to say,
Mr. Warren, with his back to goal. I mean, he is a fantastic.
What people say about Osimhen that get me thinking, and really to me it doesn't matter. They'll tell you that Turkish league is not that tough. He's
he's already proven himself.
He's proven himself in the Italian league.
Let me give you guys. Let me give you an example. Under 17, when he was under 17, he scored 10 goals. 10 goals. Yeah. So that shows that at every level, he's a prodigy. You can put him on any team, and he's going to score goals. I don't think it matters whether he's in Turkey. He was in the Italian league. He scored unbelievably. When he met in the Champions League, when he met other teams, he scored against PSG, I think. So the guy is good. He made PSG look crazy stupid. So my thing is that right now I'm going to say he's the third best or the fourth. Well, no, not this year because he's playing in Turkey. But all things aside, that year when he was in Europe, he was about the fourth best. I would still give it to Kane, Lewandowski, and who else? Just those two, just because they had more experience. And Haaland.
Yeah.
But right now, I think he's even better than Haaland. Because Haaland can't play with his back towards the goal. Sorry, Kunle, go ahead.
Yeah. You should also remember that whilst you complain about saying the Turkish league is of a lower standard, so it makes it easier for him to score, it's harder for him as well because the players he's playing with are not as good. So he has to do more in order to get more out of him than players that are just top quality and play for him. And he's shown that with Nigeria, and he's shown that with Turkey. And with Napoli, that is a well-organized team, he's shown what you can do when all the ingredients are there, which means that he's played with different kind of challenges and he still managed to shine through it. So I think that if he wants to play at the top level in the Premiership side or in Spanish or La Liga, I think that he would still be able to show his quality and shine out. I do think he's potentially one of
when he was in Napoli, he won the heart of the fans. The same thing. What's it called? Galatasaray. They don't play him with him, but they don't loan him in Galatasaray. So I think anywhere he goes, Germany, whatever,
you're breaking it. Mr. Warif, you're breaking. You have to be consistent. Do you sometimes switch from earphone to headphone? You have to keep the same thing all the time so we don't have this problem. Which one works better? Because you're breaking again. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You keep it like that from now on because whenever you do that, it breaks. Go ahead. Yeah.
I said Osimhen, wherever he goes to, whether Germany, Spain, or the EPL, he will stand out because he's a team player. He's not just like Haaland that will wait for the midfielders to give him the ball. Osimhen comes into the midfield, work for the ball, and reposition himself to deliver the goals. And he has the passion. So I think
there's not much I can say for him. I don't see anything he needs to improve. Maybe he can just improve his accuracy a little bit. That's about it. What do you think, Kunle? What do you think he needs to improve? Yeah.
Well, Osimhen.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he needs to improve.
I don't see any weakness in his game at all. It's just to see whether he can step up and play in different levels at different scenarios. And maybe he could be a little bit more prolific in goals for himself. I mean, he plays so much when he's not scoring that it doesn't really matter. He's just a general all-out. He's not a pest. He's a menace to defenders because he doesn't.
Let me tell you, if Osimhen was born in France or playing for England, by now he'd be a contender for the Ballon d'Or because they would develop his talent. But because he's from Nigeria, they don't want him to break out at that level. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's being held.
Yes, I mean,
his career is being held back.
Yeah. He took us to the final of the Africa Cup of Nations. He didn't score that many goals, but if you saw the amount of chances he created for all the players around him, that was what made it. That was when I realized this man doesn't even need to score as a number 9 to show his how good he is.
You're also back. What about you? Is your speaker on or something? Because you were backfiring. Yeah.
No, maybe it's just me. Was I hesitating?
Yeah, we're gonna have to round up because it's messing up the recording. Yeah. So you're right. He opened up a lot of.
Yeah, you're breaking up as well now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my own phone. He's breaking. So I think I know what the problem is. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay.
Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you were saying before he opened up a lot of chances for Lukman and those other guys. He will be because of him. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. In the Nations Cup. Kunle. Oh yeah, go ahead, Mr. Warif. I think Kunle's connection is bad. Yeah.
Okay. Osimhen, one thing I love about him is that he has the passion.
Yeah, you're breaking up. We're breaking like a breakdance song from.
I'm still breaking.
No, go ahead, Mr. Warif. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, Osimhen is not. Whenever he's playing, like in the Nations Cup, he does not just play as a number 9 or as a top striker. He comes into the midfield. He plays as a complete team. He's a complete player. He comes into the midfield, supports the midfield, creates the chances, make the passes, and You see, one thing about
as a
Osimhen
10, he plays as a 10 and a 9. What you're trying to say?
Yes, he does
He's
not like.
almost the same as Kane, but the only difference is that Kane can make passes from defensive side. Osimhen doesn't go as far back as Kane does. He doesn't go back to defense. Yeah,
the midfield. He likes playing as a midfield. He contributes to the game.
Yeah, Kane goes all the way back. All the way back. Yeah.
But for that's the next season, I just pray that he gets a good club. Maybe if you're not being.
But the thing about
playing around, he needs to go to Spain or I would even say Spain, not even England. If he goes to England, they will hack him. He should go to Spain or to PSG.
Well, he's aggressive. I don't know. Osimhen's an aggressive
but even
boy.
Though he's aggressive,
I don't think he's a Nigerian.
Even if he's aggressive, aggressive players still have shorter careers. There's no need to. He should just relax his leg. Play for 30 years like Lewandowski. Play till you're 36. Yeah. Lewandowski still 50 goals in Spain. No, and I see what you're saying, but the problem is that, you know what they say, like strong black women, because black women are strong, they make them go through too much wahala. Oh, she's a black woman, she's strong. They say, oh, Osimhen is strong, he's strong. Let him carry up, and they'll just end his career. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? They'll treat him as if he's...
what you're saying, I think he doesn't get injured easily, though. I don't think he has an injury.
But not only that, not just the injury, but the mileage. You don't want to put too much mileage on your legs. Playing day in, day out, having to play rugged. It slows you down in the long run, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because we know that Osimhen is strong physically, but there's no need for him to do extra work. In Spain, in a team like look at Spain, when you play a team like Barcelona, everybody's playing well, so you don't have to carry the load. That's the type of team he should be on.
I have a frightening feeling that he might decide to go to Saudi Arabia for the money and say, I'm not going to.
Well, the guy was selling. His mom died. He was selling pure water on the streets. Kasana about Ballon d'Or. He wants his money now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine selling pure water? That guy's talented though.
I might have bought from him, sir. I could have bought water from him.
Mm-hmm. He looks a little bit like Femi Owodimi.
But he actually even behaves like a pure water seller, actually.
Yeah.
The way he behaves on and off the field.
No, like not a pure water seller. He behaves like a bus conductor.
He behaves like somebody that's selling goods in traffic. Not just pure water, but not pure water in the van going from house to house. Like he's like the one in traffic that would they're chasing the car, and then they'll make enough money to eat rice and beans and then play football in the night and then go and start working again.
Can you imagine? He didn't go to La Masia like guys like Yamal, and he still has super skills. That means he's naturally talented. But they developed his talent in Germany.
JJ Okocha used to sell oranges as well in traffic.
Unbelievable. You know that guy, Antetokounmpo, the guy that plays in the US, Antetokounmpo. His real name is Antetokounmpo. He was selling stuff on the streets in Greece. Nigeria, we have talent.
We need to raid our street hawkers for talented footballers, I think. Seeing that JJ and Osimhen are both street hawkers. I think Pele said he used to play with oranges on the street. Brazil.
Yeah. All right, guys, we have to go, but that was a good show. So I'll post these on our shows are doing well. I think we had like 3,000. We have to have up to 4,000 for one of our shows, South Africa show. So that was a good one. So we'll keep it. One day we'll be famous. We'll be famous. So. All right, guys, have a good one. So no show tomorrow. I don't think we're doing anything tomorrow. Maybe on Friday. Okay.
All right. Great show, guys.
Oh, I think Saturday is payday, so everybody will have fun on Saturday.
All right, have a good night, Chris.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'm trying to turn off the recording. Okay.